Greetings, fellow Terrans. Professor McKee here with the next Let's Play for Terra Invicta in the Academy. Last episode, we really pushed hard into space, mostly in low Earth orbit stations. I have the second tier. I'm building lots of science, skunk works for more science, all the different labs, the administration nodes to get additional control point capacity, which we've used to take most of China. But they all cost money. As you can see, this costs 6, skunk works costs 10, the labs cost a couple money per month. Even my power plants cost money. And I'm running tight on money. I'm also researching various things like I'll be researching, getting research campuses, various other, hopefully second tier research labs. So I'm going to stop expanding into low Earth orbit so much because I can't really afford to continue to expand. This has been a common problem I've had this Let's Play. It's because of the house rule that I'm not allowed to spoil. If I could spoil, I could get lots of cash. I'm stuck with grant funding from funding, and like any academic, we are always desperate for money to pay for our research. If I could, I would put up more in space. I certainly have the mission control to do it. But I don't have the money to pay for it. So I'm easing off a little on mission control, although I'm still investing a lot in it, and I'm investing some more in funding. I also have, where is it? Council. No, not there. I was just looking at it. Now I can't find it. Ah, yes, faction modifiers. Here we go. So I have two 25% reductions in direct investment. Those taxes are really cheap. And if you do direct invest for funding, it just costs influence. So this has been cut in roughly half. Not sure if it's multiplicative or additive for those bonuses. And so I've been dumping some of my excess influence. I get a ton because of my global public opinion into US, and once I have full control of China, I'll probably start dumping it into China as well. And because they're so large, their economy for both these countries, you can have up to 11,000 per month funding income from China by itself. You can have 8,800 from the United States. It's all based on your total GDP. So I have 300. There is tons of room. So I'm investing in funding in both those countries. On the alien side, we successfully have shot down 2 of those surveillance ships. There's another one on its way, I think. Yeah, this one right here, right? Victor 27. He has not communicated to the IRB board that he has approval or even wants to try to get approval. So he'll be introduced to our team of board members who will review his human subject research and find it wanting. On Earth, we found Alpha 1, so this is the very first alien that crash landed to start the game. He still can't speak any human language, apparently, even though he's had several years to learn. IRB board's not going to be happy about that one either. And we did the peaceful contact, but we also have a mission to get a corpse for science, and I might be able to take this guy down. We do want to peacefully trade with the aliens, but this is self-defense. He's been messing with China and Kazakhstan. It shouldn't have 41% in favor of the servants. This is because he's been running missions in my countries that I'm trying to peacefully lead and develop. So he has to go. It's unfortunate. We could prefer not to have loss of life here. I might add a house rule where I'm not allowed to use armies to forcefully unify countries, but I'll explain that when I actually am starting to unify countries, which perhaps will be this episode. So I'm investigating him more with my duo investigation and espionage person. My spy here, Justin, is good at both. So he'll be both doing the investigation as well as doing the attempts at the assassination. I don't have anyone else who's good at both. My sixth counselor that I hopefully will get soon will be the other person, probably investigation. Justin here has got all the great espionage ones, but he doesn't have detained counselor for investigation, so he's better for espionage. I've been giving him some orgs that boost his espionage. That's really cheap. I get some 2 more investigation. And you lose 4 money, but you did some ops. Yeah, 6%'s not terrible. More space mining output would be good. At this point, you are happy to pay the boost for it. Although, that would eat so much money. So later in the game, you want to switch over, probably drop some of your basic research orgs because you have lots of bonuses from modules in space, and you switch over to getting space mining output so you can put more stuff into space. Although my space income looking a little bad in volatiles, but it's not terrible. And yeah, I think I'll put Interpol on my spy here. Just costs a little bit of money per month. Can easily afford it. And that gets his investigation higher, so he's got a much higher chance now. Yeah, 86% now. To learn more about him. If we're going to take a more aggressive negotiation approach, we need to know more about him, about his operational patterns before the assassination happens. Let's see, is there other orgs I can get? Yes, he's got some room as well. That's not terrible, actually. Science, and it gets to 5%. My understanding is that 5% per star is kind of the maximum. So if you get a 5% per star, you're kind of hitting the peak. It's real cheap, too. Information science. He's got room for 2 more. A few more, only a couple more orgs before he's full up. Yeah, grab that. I'm getting lots of skunk works up, so these projects don't really help me that much. Syracuse. There's no science, but it does give me life science and it's a little more research. And he's great for persuasion and admin, so he doesn't really need anything else besides those. So I'll take it. And my commander, I've given him some science, but I'd really prefer to put good military orgs on him so his command gets higher. Don't have room. It's only 1 command. It does give you ops income though, which I'll burn a lot taking down Alpha 1. Alright, so I got investigation. Okay, and I'm using public interest to sort of fix public opinion. I think there's an alien messing with United States, or, well, there are people doing public opinion in the US. Alright, let's go. Alright, cybernetics complete. We contributed the most, we get to pick. There's a couple important ones I want to grab. This eventually will allow us to do cybernetic implants, which lets us upgrade our counselors in terms of their stats. I'll get a little political-ish. He's not really, I mean, if you compare economic output and how well off people are thanks to technology, we have done a great job in reducing hunger, poverty, disease throughout the entire world. Um, there's still room for improvement, obviously, but things have gotten really good because of technology. So I don't really agree with you there, Banerjee. Sorry. Okay. So this one is good. I've had the dry hole event happen to one of my mines in Mars. It reduces mining output. Not good. Lucky strikes are of course nice to have. You get more output for the same mine. But the other ones I really want are, where is it? Yes, electromagnet propulsion. Because I need a drive that is very efficient that I can use for interplanetary, for like a colony ship, but it would not be very effective for like for a warship because it doesn't have good horsepower, so to speak. So this is what I want, and then I think, oh yeah, I have to wait for quantum encryption. Oops. I have to wait for quantum computing to go before I can go for the quantum encryption. So once this one finishes in a couple months, then I can move that towards my 6th Councilor. Be nice to use my boost and get some money. Like that is like a tourist berth could be used that way, but like I haven't built out my research yet. Space medicine is also one. The Space Medical Center. I think that's the either tier 1 or tier 2 hospitals, but you can pay boost and resources for cash. So I want to get those at some point. This lets you get Marines. That's going to be useful soonish. Oh, that gets you to 40 millimeter. That's a good point defense. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. But I want the colony ships up so I can put mines in the asteroid belt for cheaper. Assuming if I need to do that, and I think I might need to. So that, and then I've got everything really spread out. It's just social science that isn't a different category, so my bonuses are going to be a little bit better for a short while. Okay, electromagnetic propulsion finished real fast. It's a very early game sort of tech. I didn't get that early. There's a couple of drives that you can unlock. Vasmer is actually somewhat useful, but I'm going to go for Ion, which just oh, whoops! I got the wrong thing. I should have gotten vacuum. Okay, well, I'll get that one. So it's only 1,000 research. It will happen very quickly.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Aha. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, servants just improved it by 7%. Meanwhile, Jacinta here, that's how I pronounce it, she improved by 2%. So, yeah, servants are trying to boost their public opinion here to get influence as well as potentially kick us out. Irritating, but just to get more investigation and espionage.
Ready for my mission. Initiating surveillance.
At your service. I will try to sway the public.
Acknowledged. I will try to sway the public.
Where do you need me?
Where to? We must persuade the people.
Standing by for orders. We must persuade the people.
Where to?
I'm here. Securing our control.
I will help them.
Securing our interests.
The less we burn, the longer we will survive. And the less we depend upon burning our natural resources, the fewer territorial conflicts we will suffer. It is forever bewildering to me how few of us can accept this simple concept. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, lecture at Beyond Fossil Fuels Conference.
All right, vacuum electrostatic principles complete. This basically just lets us to electrostatic propulsion. We're a really nice long-range drive for the early to mid-game. You know, Commissioner, you were talking about how, technology and stuff. This is why they want to do the burning fossil fuels. People want to have more money, so they can, be better off. That's part of the technology that you were talking about last time. Anyways. Again, that's just me as an economist. All right. So, I now need propulsion, which is very cheap, and ion drive was what I'm looking for. And once I get that, I have a good drive for a, basically colony ship. And then I can go back to some other things. And so these are going real fast because small amount of research. I got great bonuses now from all my Councilors, orgs, and have watchables. So, quantum computing done. This lets us do quantum encryption, which will let us get that sixth Councilor. And it's 20,000, but covert operations is great. Crisis diplomacy will be give you, I believe it will give you command or control point camp too. Cybernetic implants done. This gives you the ability to immediately upgrade your Councilors. So you go to augment. You can pay money. It's 500 per. You get +1 command, science, espionage, security, investigation, admin. It costs 500, but I mean, if you have the money, which I don't, but if you have the money, it's quite valuable. Now, my spy is struggling, so I'm going to give him some investigation bonus here. I've also shuffled some orgs to try to get him more better as well. But as my excess cash, I'm going to be spending either on orgs or here versus putting up more habs. Oh, yes, research. Right, electrostatic propulsion complete. This will unlock a really nice long-term drive. These are very efficient drives. They don't have a lot of thrust, but you can get a lot of delta V with them. And I'm actually negative on my volatiles now, so I'm having issues with volatiles. Physals is getting low too, so I would like to produce more. So it's either that or space research. I think space research would be better. And we have way too many social science. I'm going to switch off liberating China. Alright, I have full intel on Alpha 1.
Acknowledged.
Which means I have a base 10% chance. I can get that up to 61% chance by spending all my ops. So this is my best chance. I don't really have a... Well, I can go down to 50 if it's just 32. And that would let me take a couple swings at him, so I'll try that.
I have them in
Now,
my sights.
he has a trait called
Standing
hard
by
target.
for orders.
So if you have a critical failure, you're going to get your
Standing by.
your assassin killed. So
Where do you need
I'm
me?
going to do... Where is it? Wait, you don't have protect target. I thought he had protect target. Oh shoot. How did you not have protect target? I thought you had that. Oh dear. I don't suppose anyone else has it and I didn't realize. No. Shoot. Is there an org? That I can quickly buy. No. Okay, I'm just gonna have to risk a bad roll then. If I lose my spy, I guess I lose my spy. Now to help him, he would want more espionage. UNESCO is not giving him espionage. That will give me +1. That will give me +3. It's not particularly great. Oh, I can't afford it. Never mind. Yeah, he's not criminal though. Criminal orgs tend to be really good. There's some really good ones. This one gives you 8 admin and costs only 3, so +5. And it gives you tons of money and ops. Yeah, it's great work. Dang, I could have sworn he had. He has everything but protect target. I thought these would have given him, but I guess not. There are orgs that give you protect target, I just don't see any. Huh. Oh, maybe he has protect target. No, he doesn't either. Alright, well I will drop... If I drop UNESCO, I don't have anyone else who can put it on. So I'll drop this pretty bad space mining and add the espionage. So you get 17 now. Looks a little bit better. No one can use it yet. Oh wait, she should be able to. Just give her admin. Alright, well, if he does die in this, I mean, I did pay 500 cash to give him investigation to help him. I could wait a couple turns, but yeah. He doesn't have a quick learner striver, so it wouldn't be disastrous if I lost him.
Reporting in.
New plan. You will assassinate and you will go all in. As many ops as I can.
Taking them down.
Or, wait. I should be
Ready
at
for my
64.
mission.
taking
There we go.
power.
Reporting in.
Okay, 69% chance we get the kill.
Tracking target.
If he critically
Ready to
fails,
go.
which is a pretty low chance, he dies. All right, and they will do a retaliation mission.
Ready.
They will retaliate
Standing by.
if you
Ready.
shoot one down. So they're going to attack and
Where do you need
destroy one my modules, which is fine. I can just take that.
Your orders?
All right, let's see. Do we get the kill or not? He's doing it through public.
Laying the groundwork.
And Justin, backed up by various London, Moscow, that's China, Canada, it's China as well, I think, India, Interpol, UNESCO for some reason, and a company from Rome. A lot of companies, not many government orgs here, is planning to hit in Moscow on this Alpha 1 here. I'm sure the Russian government won't mind. Well, Humanity First definitely wouldn't mind. There we go.
Offering support. Missed my chance.
Failed. Thankfully, did not critically fail, but I am out of ops, so I can't really get a successful hit anymore. I'll need to wait a few months to build up ops again. Ah, that's really disappointing. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. He still has a 50% chance, so he could fail, but once again, we're going to try.
They won't see me coming.
Alright, Alpha 1's moved over to Belarus. And Belarus, yeah. And Justin's gonna try one more time, burning all of our ops. Will the XCOM operation succeed?
Offering counsel. Missed the target.
Gosh, he failed again. This alien is tough customer. Okay, all right. I'll try one more time. I sold some space resources, which was not ideal, to upgrade him with the implant for espionage, and then bought a 3-star 3 espionage one. So he's up at 20 now, and he only can't spend that much ops because I only have 8. But he still has a 69% chance.
Tracking target.
Hopefully, third
Ready
time
to go.
is going to work. Now he's in Latvia. I'm sure Humanity First supporters don't mind if an alien gets attacked here.
Offering assistance.
Looks like he's trying to enthrall elites.
They got away.
And I failed again. Come on.
Target eliminated.
Yes! It took 4 tries, but we got the kill. Alpha 1, the original alien Councilor, refused our requests for informed consent repeatedly, and he has paid the price for that. I was just barely got it too. So we have recovered the alien corpse. which we can now study. It deteriorates at an alarming rate. Some sort of genetically programmed failsafe, presumably prevent people like us from learning about them. But we have it in cryogenic storage. Pathologist tasked with the initial sediment fell into an inexplicable stupor. The effect dissipated after a few hours and didn't repeat. I know why, because I've played this game before, but Hans Castile, obviously this is not mind control. This is probably just some side effect of their failsafe that they had in their agent.
We have secured an alien corpse, Chancellor. I only hope the price was worth it.
Yeah, alien was protected by human bodyguards, which we engaged. So we killed humans as well as this Councilor. They're going to view us as, well, I mean, it was self-defense, really. I mean, he was obviously he wasn't mind controlling people, but he was, subverting people and doing all sorts of things. So we took casualties, of course. No tough XCOM mission happens without casualties. And we announced our presence first and asked him to surrender. The negotiator who did that was shot and killed. The XO is not happy with us. I think the Special Forces teams aren't very pleased with what our Chancellor asked them to do. Really? You really would give the same command again? Okay. I don't agree with that. I think, the crimes he was committing clearly deserve the use of force if necessary. So we can research hydrobiology and learn more about how they operate. That's important for continuing the mission. Oh yeah, Hydra. Yeah, Greek myth. So they're gonna probably send a new Councilor on their spaceship. We don't have the ops to attack anyone else, and they're going to send a retaliation mission very shortly because we did not get a critical success. Also, they're not happy. They're very unhappy. But we did it. We advanced the storyline. Finally. Direct-to-space research done. No retaliation fleet is sent out yet. I might actually be able to defend myself from that if they send it to Earth. Or potentially Mars. Which, those are the two places they'll send it. And now I can research the second tiers for all of the research labs, which would be really nice because I can build them, I just need to research them. So what next? Let's see here. So money would be nice. This would be really helpful too because I don't want another dry hole event. That would be really painful. So I think I'll do that. Space science. And I'll be switching over to those research labs as they become active. All right, mounting output increased by 10%, so now our volatiles is positive again, although it's still quite low. Okay, here we go. So they're sending a fleet to Mars, low Mars orbit, so they're going to try and retaliate because we did the assassination. That's what they're doing here. Let me see here. Oh, it's a single frigate. Seriously? That's all you're doing? We could probably beat this. A single ship, we can just build an IRB board 2 in Mars orbit, which I'm preparing for. Not that one. That one I built with boost by mistake, so I had to cancel it. But once my dock is complete in July, I can start building this up as basically a defense base for Mars, because most of my mining is on Mars after all. Yeah, so I can definitely beat that, and I won't actually. They won't get madder at me because they're the aggressor here. And survived the last point in China. Excellent. Let's reset. So mostly mission control and funding. I'm also boosting the environment for the very long term, trying to make the world a better place. That's one of the house rules. And now I can get rid of China's armies because China doesn't need a military. They're going to be allied with the United States. The United States has all the military we could possibly want. And each military is reducing China's economic output. I mean, frankly, the U.S. doesn't need as many armies either, but I've just not bothered removing some of them, just in case. And we're going to make Taiwan and China friendly to each other for some reasons, which I'll get to hopefully pretty soon. Well, our Chancellor's right. Water is really important. It's one of the 5 space resources, and we use it a lot for propellant. So we did in situ resource utilization. This means the negative events that reduce output and the positive events that increase output are more likely to happen in favorable ways to us. And I've started, oops, not that one. So I've started pushing in farms, which will greatly reduce water and volatile consumption, up to 600 crew cost. And then also, I finished materials research, so now I'm going to have 5 of them here. It's going to be pretty much a pure materials, and I'm going to be moving all my skunk works away from Earth onto Mars because they can be targeted to steal projects. Human AI factions can bring someone up and target them and damage my research. I don't want that happening. It's much harder to send someone out to Mars than it is to low Earth orbit. And those low Earth orbit interface spots are very valuable. You don't need to have your skunk works there. Next, surveillance destroyer. I'm not even going to show the battle. It's going to be easy. And aliens have reached maximum. Rainbow's up here. So they might send a retaliation mission now to show me my place. We'll see. Yep, looks like they're planning retaliatory strikes. I might be able to beat the... I got enough mission control to build up some ships. We'll see what they send at me. Okay, space medicine. And actually, there's another great tech down the arrival psychology one where I can also put things in low Earth orbit, get project bonuses, and get influence, which will get me more funding because I can put it into direct investing for US and China now too. So that's what I'm gonna do actually. I don't like there's warfare stuff I should be going for soon, but if I could just get the money, I could really ramp up my councilors, start expanding beyond the US China. So yeah, psychology. Okay, I don't think I have my ships up in time. Do I? No, it's still being built. Where is it? Yeah, still 20 days. So, they are attacking us in space. They are bombarding Mars Base 1. It completes the end of the month. They're going to blow this up. I think that's all they're going to do for the first attack. Hopefully. They could just destroy my entire infrastructure without much trouble, because I still have 20 days until my first warship comes online. Great Nation's done. This will give me unification projects for like the United States, North America, China, a few other important ones as well. And unifying countries is more control point efficient, so I'll eventually be wanting to do that once I can actually do that. But this one, I'm going to try to pick up some of the short ones that I need for kind of the basic things like Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter's expensive, but while I get my research online, then I'll go for the bigger, more expensive ones, 25,000, etc. So lasers, I eventually will need lasers. Lasers are eventually useful. So I'll go for that. Yeah, missiles is 30,000. That's not going to happen for a while. And this will get finished less than a month because only needs 1,000. Still working on quantum encryption to get that 6th Councilor. He destroyed my construction module. That is annoying. Outpost mining complex destroyed. Settlement core was destroyed. They've completely destroyed it. So if I want to retake it, which honestly, that was the site that got hit with the dry mine. I don't really need it. Although, no, it's still got 4 fizzles. That's pretty good. Problem is, that's the one that had my construction module, so it'll take me 60 days to build it. Humanity First might go for it, in which case I might steal it from them, but otherwise I think I'm willing to wait until my construction module comes up, and, well, it's going to take 180 days, another 40, so it's only like 40 days less. So let's... Yeah, and the fizzles are pretty... one of the best fizzles on Mars still, so... Alright, spend the boost. Yep, and they're done. They're going back to... Oh, it's an asteroid. An asteroid station they have. Not ideal that they have all this stuff so close to me, but I can defend orbitals. I can defend Earth and soon Mars, but I can't really attack them. As we can see, they've vented some anger at us, and they're not quite so mad anymore. Until the next time. High energy lasers, very easy to do, which gets us down towards lasers and like laser defense arrays that'll protect our things from being attacked. Yes, I agree. We would need to have a confidential discussion by the IRB board. So this will unlock covert operations. I'm going to immediately prioritize that once it becomes unlocked. That gets us our 6th Councilor. Hopefully I can get a good one. Basically, I need someone for investigation, because Justin's okay with it, but he's really more of my espionage guy. I just like having one of each. That way you can investigate, follow someone, and then hit them with assassination. Alright, so we have covert operations, and we will check the Councilors in just a second. Actually, let's do it right now. So, want someone with investigation. Inspector would have everything. Oh. Kind of old and not amazing traits. Nope. And inflexible. No, that's terrible. Also inflexible, really. No. Huh. There's nobody any good here. You have quick learner. Oh wait, you're actually... I guess you have philosophers. another government. But you have the required investigation. Your investigation currently is bad, but I can fix that. And with quick learner, it'll go quick. Indonesia, huh? Yeah, this is actually pretty decent, mostly because it's a quick learner. And he's young enough, he'll last the entire campaign. He has the missions I want, I just need to boost his investigation with orcs. Oh, and he can do coups and stuff too. So I don't think my astronaut can do coups. So yeah, Wasista Hassan is joining the team. Doesn't have any XP, that's fine. That just gives security, that's pointless. Okay, well, I'll give him some admin and stuff. We'll have money for that eventually. Okay, so I'm completing a claims tech that usually you would never bother with, but Kazakhstan, which I have, gains claims, it's really cheap, and I have extra control point capacity. So the idea is I'm going to take these guys, which are pretty poor, but they have some mission control actually, because I used to have them, and I'll eventually merge them into Kazakhstan. I mean, eventually Kazakhstan will probably go into Russia/European Union, but that's a very late stage. And just getting bigger in terms of population will make Kazakhstan easier to hold on to. Oops, I forgot that I didn't make sure I controlled this one, so they picked kinetic warfare, which that's a cheap one. I will seize control of it again. Oh, that's good. It gets me the 40mm. That's a good point defense. Okay, rival psychology complete. And it's still not enough because for the module I want in order to fix my money issues, hopefully. I think it's a rival mass communications. Yeah, broadcast outlet, that's what I need. It's cheap though, so that's good. And also Space Medical Center, that lets you pay boost and water and volatiles, which I have a lot of, to get some money. So I have some excess boost, that's just income, so I can put in like 5, maybe 6 or 7, and I'll be fine there. And I can always build boost too if I needed to put more, but I think the broadcast outlets would work even better. I might as well just use the boost that I have. Alright, well, it's been another year. We had plenty of alien ships shot down and that assassination, and we're steadily starting to increase outside of the core countries we started with. Kazakhstan will be unifying with these guys eventually. Forgot I had to consolidate control in both places. And liberating mainland China will be very useful. That'll trigger maybe in the next few episodes. And I've gotten all my space science almost complete. There's some things finishing in February, but material science is ready. Space science will be finishing in a few days. Social science is ready. Life science done. Information science later this month. Energy science, although the boost benefit's not all that helpful. And the dockyards. Oh, and xenoscience, that's ready too. So I have everything either built or ready. I'm building farms to try and save on volatiles, although I have some volatile mines that'll come online within the next few months. That should fix this volatile issue. Also, these farms will come online and reduce maintenance costs by quite a bit. So that's looking good. My mission control continues to grow well. Aliens are getting unhappy and cranky, but that's okay. Yeah, so China still pushing mission control and funding. lots of room for both. I'm also putting some into welfare, environment, knowledge, just to kind of boost the country a little bit. And it's like the bonuses are quite nice. So the diversity bonus from investing in multiple things. Since I'm not direly pushing for mission control and funding, since I'm well above my cap there and I'm making some pretty good income now, I can afford to kind of diversify a bit. Not boosting the economy yet because I can't really afford it. But mission control and funding aren't as quite so critical. You get some nice bonuses from doing that. Yeah, once the space science comes back online, mission control percentage will be much, much better. Taiwan is still pushing funding for its eventual unification with China, although there'll be fun things to do with that. And Kazakhstan has maxed out funding, so I'm just boosting its economy, bringing in these small, not very well-developed countries. Will kind of drag it down, but we'll get it back up. These guys I'm just boosting unity for public opinion so I don't lose them. Alright, well next time we'll definitely be unifying some countries together. Probably fighting more aliens, possibly getting to the point where we can actually talk to them, although thanks to our cooperative resolution being so much research, it's going to be a while. Although it'll be done in May, so we're getting there. We're getting there. All those bonuses from the HAB modules is very nice. So I'll see you all next episode.